Hey, what's going on, everybody? Chad from Wisco Boater. Back for another episode here. I'm going to kind of pick up just about where I left off in the last episode with the tugboat sitting on the trailer. I do have the tongue piece. Now I'm just trying to figure out where I want to put the winch, because this is actually longer than it, way longer than it needs to be. I mean, I cut this off somewhere in there probably, maybe even shorter. And then I'm gonna use that cutoff piece and that cutoff piece and make like an angle for the winch to sit on. So that's what I'm trying to figure out right now. And then I gotta figure out or find somebody to weld that for me before I attach it to the trailer permanently after priming and painting it. This was a 10-foot piece of 2-inch square tubing. I made that initial cut, and I'll make one more cut to get that triangle and then figure out the geometry. Here's what I've come up with as far as the design for the winch. It's probably a little bit overkill, but it's gonna be sturdy. So I'll have this welded up in that position. I've got plenty of tongue clearance. I think that I think this will work good. The winch will mount right here. I'll have that cut off or sealed or something. Probably haven't put a cap on that. And then figure out how to mount it to the trailer permanently. I mean, 2 bolts go there. I'll probably use some sort of U-bolt connection there. And then I might have them weld a plate on at the end of there, and then either use some bolts or more U-bolts to attach it to the front of the trailer there. But that's how that's gonna look. I'm gonna cut the trailer guides for both sides. They're just sitting in place right now. I don't have the right size bolts, but that's how it's gonna sit. Nice angle for the boat to kind of settle down on the trailer. So I'll get the correct bolts for this. I am gonna cover those in carpet and probably paint the board with some epoxy first and then cover it in carpet just to protect them a little bit. I did eliminate the cross member that goes between the two from right there. The plans call for a cross brace, but it's really not necessary. These boards mounted perfectly up against the piece of angle that's already a part of the trailer, so it's just about the perfect angle according to plans as well, so all worked out great. All right, well, this evening's been a good evening of fitting components. This is the forward stop. Got just about a perfect amount of gap in there. See that? It comes out just a little bit. When the bottom screws, the bottom bolts go in, it'll pull it back out just about there. Just enough room for the carpet. And it is at a kind of a custom angle. It's not perfectly straight up and down, but it matches the curve of the bow. And then the same thing over here. So those are all drilled, fit. Need to get correct hardware for the rear trailer guides. And maybe tomorrow I'll get these covered in carpet, get the correct hardware, get them installed. And I do have a friend across the street who works with a guy who's a welder that I think might be able to weld up the front of the trailer for me. So it's been a good day. Here's what it looks like sitting there overall. Already a little ways into this, but I've got the port side trailer guide pretty much covered in carpet. I just have the end to do here, so thought I'd go ahead and record that. It's kind of like wrapping a present. Just kind of angle off the corners like that. What I did to the other side is did this tab first, flip it over, do this tab, and then I fold the sides over. And then this overlap here, I just trimmed off the excess. So that way I have just one layer. That one's covered. I gotta find the holes. I don't remember which end the holes are in. So I gotta drill through the carpet so the bolt can go through. I should have paid attention, I suppose. There we go. There's one. So I'll get the 3/8 drill, get the battery. Hole number 1. This is the second one. Yep. Okay, this one is done and ready to install. I went and bought stainless steel hardware. So I'm going to do a lock washer up against the head, flat washer. Okay, that's how that will look. Probably just do one side tonight, work on the other side tomorrow. I'm still undecided where I'm going to put the lights, because if I put them up here, I mean it might vibrate a little bit, but they are LED lights and it'll keep them out of the water. If I do that, I'll just run the wire up the seam there and drill some holes through there. That looks great though. Okay, here's the 4th piece. Completed and covered, holes drilled, and I'm just about to install it.
Coming into the week, heads out again and will face Hendrickson. We're at 5-4 to capture that win. Point in that match.
Band-Aid, it's already bleeding through. God.
Begins at 1 p.m. Eastern next Thursday through Sunday. You can always listen free on a computer or mobile device at PGA.
Here's the walk around. Just finished that one. That one's done. I'll go the other way. And that one's done. And that one's done. So I will probably, I have enough bunk carpet left. I may cut a strip to cover the bottom of that board at some point, but for now, I think that's all I'm going to do for the trailer. And this is going to conclude this video actually, because I now leave for a 2-week work trip in the morning. So nothing's going to be done for 2 weeks. And there won't be another video probably for 3 weeks. But when I get back, I'll probably remove the pieces I just installed, just because I want this to be secure while I'm gone. When I get back, I'll probably remove them because I will be sanding and fiberglassing the sides of the tugboat. So those will have to be out of the way. But that looks really good. Really happy with this progress this week. I'll be back for more in a few weeks. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. We will see you next time. Happy boating, everybody.